got to be a $50 million build. 50 million on a house and land package.
Yeah, when we were driving in, he was like, is it expensive around here? I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is officially day one of our 2024 Australia adventure. I've been waiting many months and arguably many years for this trip, and we are starting today in Melbourne, Australia with none other than Jimmy Starbuck, who digs holes and moves dirt. For the first job, we just had some coffee. We're here at a beautiful house, very expensive house. They are getting a new basement for a garage and all kinds of fun stuff in the backyard. So we are gonna start here and work our way up into the city. So this is the house that we're doing.
Which the beach is how close that way?
Yeah. So is this a garage?
There's going to be a garage underneath another section of the house, yeah. They build these, we do the piling bench, and then we pile underneath all of those. You can actually see the piles starting to get exposed in the cut. After we do the piles, we then go along and we join every pile with the capping beam that goes all the way around, which gives it strength for us to excavate out the middle of it. Then we bring in the bigger machines, start excavating and trucking out all of the dirt. Shotcrete around the walls is the next stage, and then a new slab on the floor finalises the cut and the basement.
Here's one of the temporary piles that Jimmy was just explaining. These are drilled all the way around the excavation, down through where they need to go. And this is designed really just to be here while they open this hole up to hold the earth back. There's a house right on the other side of this. There's somebody's bedroom right there. There's somebody's backyard right here. You can't have this earth fall in as you're removing it and taking that weight off. So these around the hole hold the earth back until they build the formal walls, and then they'll backfill in between this. This will no longer be structural. The wall they put here will be the structural wall holding back the earth, but until then, that's all you need. Okay, we're down here in the hole. I didn't just run up and down the hole to make me out of breath. We got the excavator right behind me here. This is roughly finished grade. They're moving the bulk of the earth out with that bigger excavator, and then they bring in the smaller excavator to trim it before they lay the floor slab to make sure they're on grade. They have a laser set up here. You can see I have my grade rod with my receiver, and as it finds that transmitter, it beeps to say, hey. So you can move it up and down. It beeps at you. It tells you where grade is. That's pretty much all that's going on here. Laser glasses. How cool is that? These are really, really trippy.
Those glasses?
Yeah, it doesn't
just see the laser.
Yeah, it doesn't just make it red. It's like, kind of messes with your whole...
Yeah, I can't do them. I cannot do them.
Okay.
Did you do some build width grading? I know you did.
Yeah, we did.
Once you thought about holding it upside down.
Yeah, that was a good move. Easy enough.
They're all the same now. A little bit bigger, a little bit smaller.
Dig a hole.
More trucks.
Move the dirt. Go to the next one.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Agreed. Site 2.
Okay, so this is around the finished excavation level. The slab height is going to be where the steel is sticking out of the wall, where that rebar is, all the way around. The foundations of this building needed to be, well, large, because of how big the building is. And so to get the required founding pressure, I brought in a piling rig, drilled big piles in the ground.
Yeah.
So instead of having pads with columns on top, the columns actually attach to the top of these piles that you can see sticking out everywhere. So there's probably still another 1,000 to 2,000 yards we have to dig out of here.
The core, you have to go essentially another level down for the elevators.
Full level for the elevators.
Yeah. But a difference between this one and that one is because it's deeper, you dig it in multiple levels.
Correct.
So how many levels did you dig this one in? Probably.
3.
Three?
You can see the lines on the wall.
That's where they're loading most everything out from there.
Yeah, but
That
but it's challenging this one because of the amount of groundwater that we had, which is where all of these, where the slotted pipe coming out of the ground with all of the thick hoses.
Yeah.
They're running pumps in them right now.
For dewatering, yeah.
For dewatering to lower the water table around the area. They're pumping in between 80 to 100,000 litres a day, every day on this one, which is around 20 to 30,000 gallons. No, yeah, 20,000 gallons.
And then is this concrete wall, is this temporary for then the permanent wall? Or is that the permanent wall?
That's the
for the
permanent
parking
wall.
garage?
That's going to be the outside of the parking garage.
Okay. We're really, really close to the ocean, about a stone's throw away, which means, one, there's a lot of water, or about 10 feet, a few meters under sea level where I'm standing, and 2, the ground is completely terrible. To compensate for the terrible ground and build an apartment building above where I'm standing, they're using this drilling rig. This drilling rig is drilling these piles into the earth. And if it was to pull that auger out, the earth would just collapse in on that hole. So once they're all the way drilled down, they then pump concrete in. There's a concrete truck up there. There's a pump, a hose connecting to the back of that rig. They pump concrete in as they pull that auger out, filling the entire hole up with concrete, and voila, you have a strong foundation to build your building upon. Well, it's just past 10:30 in the morning, so that concludes a hard day's work. This is about when you wrap up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I used to make it to lunch. Now I only make it to pre-lunch.
So now that we made it to pre-lunch, we're gonna let Jimmy go take a nap and get out of town.